Royal poll: should Prince Harry wind down potential royal attacks in his memoir? Prince Harry might wind down the potential royal attacks in his memoir, a royal expert has claimed. Do you think he should? Vote in our poll. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is due to release a memoir exploring his life at the moment in time in the royal family. No official release date has been announced, but Harry's publisher Penguin Random House initially said it was looking at a global release in late 2022. Mr. K said, "The book was completed, we believe, in about January, being Harry's part of it, the interviews. That was really when Harry was at peak rage, if you like, with Britain, the royal family, siblings. Since then there has been a measure of rapprochement. We saw it at the Jubilee. There was a bit of an attempt by Harry to sort of wind it down a bit. He may want to readjust what he's written. All these things must be going through his mind." Royal expert Ingrid Seward claimed Harry won't take potshots at the royal family in the memoir as he wants to focus on himself. Speaking on the latest episode of The Royal Beat, Ms. Seward said, "I've got a feeling that Harry is not going to knock any members of his family. He wants to talk about himself. His feelings and his weakness." She added, "The co-author, or, in fact, the ghostwriter, is a very, very good writer indeed. He has a way with words that he can encompass all that." Ms. Seward concluded, "I don't think Harry has to say anything unpleasant about anyone in this book. So what do you think? Should Prince Harry wind down potential royal attacks in his memoir? Vote in our poll and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Is Prince Harry having second thoughts on his memoir? Mr. K has also claimed that the Duke of Sussex could be rethinking the release of his tell-all book. Speaking to True Royalty TV's Royal Beat, Mr. K claimed there is still a possibility that the entreaties of the royal family have not fallen on deaf ears. He added that Harry could be having second thoughts about when he publishes this book at all. There are also reports that the book has been delayed as it was not included in the publisher's marketing and promotional list. A royal insider said in The Sun last month, "If this book's coming out this year as originally planned, it should be in the publisher's marketing and promotional list, unless they're planning a surprise or there's been a delay." Its omission has raised lots of eyebrows in royal circles. A spokeswoman for Transworld, part of Penguin Random House, said, "We don't put every book on the list, so there is nothing to be extrapolated from that." Royal author Angela Levin told Channel 5's Jeremy Vine last month that Harry could be having some doubts over the book's publication. Ms. Levin said, "Well, we don't know what's in it, so I don't think we can say whether it's right or not. He's obviously had some doubts because it would be on the publisher's list and out in the month or so. Will you read Harry's upcoming tell-all book?" Harry and his wife Meghan Markle stepped back from their roles as senior working royals 2 years ago. They relocated to the U.S. to become financially independent from the royal family and pursue other projects. Harry has been working on his book with the help of ghostwriter and Pulitzer Prize-winning author Junior Moehringer since 2020. In a statement announcing the release, posted on Penguin Random House's website, Harry said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become." He claimed the book would document the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned. So what do you think? Will you read Harry's upcoming tell-all book? Vote in our poll and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. They are desperate for a reaction from the RF. The mantra of never complain, never explain, must be driving them crazy. They are being ignored by everyone. Narcissists hate being ignored. Great job, Your Majesty. You have remained silent but not silenced. God save our Queen. Ingrid Seward claimed Harry won't take potshots at the royal family in the memoir as he wants to focus on himself. That may be Ms. Seward, but meanwhile behind the scenes, the PR team and OL Scooby-Doo will continue to do just that. And of course, Harry will deny he had a hand in it. That's how it works for the devious little beggar. Harry's biggest problem is that even if the memoir was completely withdrawn, his actions over the past couple of years guarantee that he will never again be a trusted family member. He's toast with the RF and the majority of UK citizens. Well, let's see if and when it's released. It's not on the release list. Is it another lie to get their own way by the royal family? They gave the impression that Oprah was doing another interview. They were filmed outside Oprah's gates. He will have no regrets. Either way. A memoir is usually a book about someone who has done something worthwhile with their life. Well, come on then, what has he done? Exactly, nothing. His contribution to humanity is zero. So this book will be full of blank pages, very large print, and the day after publication will be on the shelves of charity shops all over the country being sold for tuppence. Somebody other than Harry wrote the book. Penguin Random House has a signed contract presumably and has announced that the project is out of his hands and ready for publication. Who knows if he can wriggle out of that, but he's showing any current and potential employer that he does not have a viable product, and does not fulfill agreements. Brand-wise, it looks as if he's unlikely to be courted by any other company. He looks like a spent force. His wife's book was dropped by Netflix. Hopefully, the media fest with these two is over and they can reap their deserved reward. Dim Harry will certainly focus on himself and his feelings. As Dim Harry will never want to take responsibility for anything. To explain his lack of intelligence and performance, he will blame the whole world and continue to play the victim card. He will certainly attack his own family to pity play. That's the only way he can raise himself up, by stepping on his own family. He is heartless and worthless, exactly what a meme needs to get fame and fortune. Harry will not back down on publishing this book, as She Who Must Be Obeyed will not let him. After their Jubilee humiliation, the delay was probably due to them adding even more bile in their usual attempts at vindictiveness and playing the victims. Who is going to believe anything the Carrot Top trader has got to say? I would not waste one penny on this diatribe. Second thought. Harry, story of his life, began with marrying second-hand Megs, and any thoughts he has now also been second-hand, as they are hers. She might be considering her position because of Tom Bauer's book. She isn't considering Harry. He makes a great fall guy, as he will find out. Too late. I hope that his ghostwriter does not change a single word of the manuscript. The more disclosures, good or bad, the better. Although there cannot be many left to disclose, the more the people of the world, not just the UK, will dislike and mock him. They are a very sad couple, and this book will be no more successful than the previous books with which they have been associated. If he is, it is probably because his wife has told him so, because they need that link to the royal family to try and look like they are still royal to look relevant in the US. If Harry comes out and openly attacks his family in this book, even he must realize that he will have burned all his bridges and there will be no way back for him as far as the royal family and the British people are concerned.